Welcome back to Who Died Today USA channel. In the past few days, we have received somber news about the passing of extraordinary talents. Today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Additionally, we will recap the stars we have recently lost. Before we begin, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Mick Ralphs, the legendary guitarist and songwriter, was born in 1944 in Herefordshire, England. From an early age, his love for music was undeniable, guiding him to become one of the most influential figures in rock history. As a founding member of both Mott the Hoople and Bad Company, Ralph's contributions helped define the sound of a generation. His journey began in the 1960s with the Doc Thomas Group, but true recognition came when he co-founded Mott the Hoople. Though the band faced years of struggles, everything changed when they recorded All the Young Dudes, produced by David Bowie. Ralph's distinctive guitar work became a signature of the song, transforming the band into a global sensation. Yet Ralphs was never one to settle. In 1973, he made the bold decision to leave Mott the Hoople and co-found Bad Company alongside Paul Rodgers, Simon Kirke, and Boz Burrell. Their music, driven by Ralphs's powerful guitar riffs and heartfelt songwriting, quickly captured the hearts of millions. Songs like Can't Get Enough, Good Lovin' Gone Bad, and Ready for Love became timeless anthems, still cherished by rock fans today. Despite his success, Ralphs faced personal challenges. In 2016, after a final performance with Bad Company at London's O2 Arena, he suffered a severe stroke. This marked the beginning of nearly 9 years of declining health, during which he remained surrounded by loved ones and the enduring spirit of his music. On June 23, 2025, Ralphs passed peacefully, following years of health struggles. His bandmates, including Paul Rodgers and Simon Kirke, shared heartfelt tributes, celebrating the extraordinary musician, loyal friend, and cherished partner he was. Mick Ralphs leaves behind a remarkable legacy of unforgettable songs, groundbreaking performances, and the resilience to overcome obstacles. His music, his humor, and his spirit will forever echo in the hearts of those who loved him. Sara Burack, known for her grace, ambition, and determination, left a lasting impression on the world of luxury real estate and television. Born with a passion for success and an undeniable charm, Sara spent over a decade building her career among the competitive, high-stakes market of New York's most prestigious properties. She became a familiar face to viewers across the country through her role on the Netflix series $1 Million Beach House, which followed a group of driven agents as they navigated the world of multi-million-dollar listings in the Hamptons. Sara's presence on the show reflected her real-life dedication, poised, confident, and determined to stand out in a male-dominated industry. She wasn't just selling homes, she was building relationships, chasing dreams, and representing the strength of women in business. But her journey was never without challenges. The world of luxury real estate, especially in places like the Hamptons, demands more than talent. It requires resilience, courage, and the ability to thrive under pressure. Sara embodied all of that and more, carving her path with integrity and hard work. On June 19, 2025, while walking near the Villa Paul restaurant in Hampton Bays during the early morning hours, Sara was struck by a vehicle in a tragic incident. Despite medical efforts, her injuries were too severe. Sara was 40 years old, yet her achievements surpassed her years. She will be remembered not only for her success in real estate and her role on screen, but for her unwavering dedication to her craft and her ability to inspire others to dream big. Her journey serves as a testament to perseverance, strength, and the impact one person can have through ambition and heart. Breaking news. She survived relentless body shaming, postpartum depression, childhood trauma, and the unbearable heartbreak of losing a child. But at 64, is Marie Osmond's remarkable transformation proof that even the deepest scars can fuel an extraordinary life of resilience? Welcome to Who Died Today, USA. In today's episode, we turn the spotlight on a woman whose voice, courage, and struggles have echoed across generations, Marie Osmond. Known to millions for her angelic songs, television charm, and radiant smile, Marie's real story is layered with pain, perseverance, and undeniable strength. Behind the stage lights is a mother, a survivor, and a symbol of unwavering grace. So, when you think of Marie Osmond, do you see the glamorous performer or the woman who has weathered unimaginable trials? Tell us in the comments. We promise her journey might surprise you. Born October 13, 1959 in Ogden, Utah, Marie Osmond grew up in one of America's most famous musical families, the Osmonds. But unlike her brothers, who performed as a group, Marie carved a unique path. At just 13, she soared to fame with the chart-topping country hit, Paper Roses, becoming a teenage sensation overnight. But fame came with a price. Behind the glitz of the stage, Marie faced crippling insecurities about her appearance. In an industry obsessed with perfection, even weighing 103 pounds did not shield her from harsh criticism. She later revealed how producers on the set of Donnie and Marie, a show she co-hosted with her brother, shamed her mercilessly, calling her an embarrassment to the family. Can you imagine hearing those words as a teenage girl in front of millions? Have you ever faced that kind of pressure? The emotional scars from those early years spiraled into a lifelong struggle with body dysmorphia, a disorder that distorts one's self-image. But Marie refused to let that darkness define her. Through decades of career highs and personal battles, she emerged as an advocate for self-acceptance, determined to break the silence around mental health. Her career never slowed. Throughout the 70s and 80s, Marie dazzled on stage, released hit albums, and starred in beloved television specials. Yet behind the scenes, the cracks in her carefully crafted image deepened. After welcoming her third child, Marie experienced severe postpartum depression, a condition still taboo at the time. In her groundbreaking book Behind the Smile, Marie exposed the raw truth of those years, the overwhelming sadness, the feelings of inadequacy, the isolation. Her honesty opened doors for millions of women facing similar struggles, turning her pain into purpose. Have you or someone you love ever battled postpartum depression? Marie's courage showed that even in the spotlight, vulnerability is strength. But the hardest chapter of Marie's life came in 2010, the loss of her son, Michael. It is a pain no parent can prepare for. His passing shattered Marie's world, leaving behind a grief that reshaped every corner of her life. Yet, in the depths of sorrow, she found resilience once again. She leaned on her faith, her family, and her passion for music to carry her forward. In recent years, Marie has been a fierce advocate for mental health awareness, using her platform to shatter stigmas and inspire hope. At 64, Marie's physical transformation is as remarkable as her emotional one. After struggling with weight fluctuations for years, she lost over 50 pounds through lifestyle changes and a commitment to wellness. But for Marie, it was never about vanity. It was about reclaiming her health, her confidence, and her power. She often says, "We do not need to be skinny, we need to be healthy." And she has lived by those words. Today, Marie is vibrant, energetic, and passionate as ever, gracing stages and television screens while defying expectations of aging in Hollywood. Have you seen Marie's incredible glow-up? Does her story inspire you to choose health over criticism? But despite her resilience, life continues to test her strength. Earlier this year, Marie mourned the loss of her beloved brother Wayne Osmond, who passed away following a stroke. The Osmond family, once the epitome of joy and togetherness, now faces yet another chapter marked by grief. Yet Marie, true to form, honors her brother's legacy with dignity and grace, reminding the world that family remains her greatest treasure. Through every hardship, whether the public shaming of her youth, the depths of postpartum depression, or the loss of a child, Marie Osmond has shown the world what true strength looks like. She transformed pain into purpose, emerging not just as an entertainer, but as a beacon for those navigating life's darkest storms. Today, Marie continues to use her voice not only to sing, but to empower. Her legacy stretches beyond gold records and television fame. It is etched in her advocacy for mental health, her transparency about body image, and her refusal to let grief silence her joy. So, what do you think about the real Marie Osmond, the woman who rose from ridicule to resilience? Has her story changed how you see the smiling face behind the spotlight? Let us know in the comments. And if this story moved you, please like and share to help us keep honoring the remarkable lives and legacies of stars who inspire hope, one heartfelt story at a time. Brian Wilson, the visionary behind the Beach Boys and one of America's most treasured musical minds, peacefully passed away on June 11, 2025, at the age of 82, surrounded by his loving family. His remarkable life was one of both soaring success and deep personal challenge, a testament to the enduring power of creativity, resilience, and love. Born in Inglewood, California, Brian's extraordinary gift for music revealed itself at an early age. Despite losing hearing in one ear as a child, he taught himself to play piano and mastered complex vocal harmonies by listening to his favorite records for hours. Alongside his brothers and friends, Brian co-founded the Beach Boys in 1961, creating a sound that defined a generation. Their songs, from California Girls to Good Vibrations, captured the spirit of youth, freedom, and endless summer, making the Beach Boys a global phenomenon. But beyond the chart-topping hits and the sun-kissed melodies, Brian faced profound struggles. He endured emotional hardships from his upbringing and, as fame grew, navigated the heavy burden of mental health challenges. Throughout his life, he contended with periods of isolation and uncertainty. Yet, through it all, his music remained a beacon of hope and beauty. His groundbreaking 1966 album Pet Sounds is often hailed as one of the greatest records ever made, a heartfelt reflection on love, longing, and the human experience. Brian's innovative studio techniques and unmatched musical vision forever changed the landscape of popular music. In later years, supported by his beloved wife Melinda and their children, Brian found renewed joy in sharing his timeless songs with audiences around the world. Even as his health declined due to dementia, his music never lost its ability to unite and uplift. Brian Wilson's life reminds us that beauty can be born from hardship, and that music, at its best, speaks directly to the soul. His melodies will echo across generations, carrying the message of love, hope, and the California dream. Loretta Swit, the beloved actress who brought Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan to life on MASH, passed away peacefully at her New York home on May 30, 2025, at the age of 87. Her extraordinary life and career left an unforgettable mark on television history and in the hearts of millions. Born Loretta Jane Swit in Passaic, New Jersey, Loretta pursued her love for acting despite early challenges. She trained at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, honing the skills that would one day captivate audiences worldwide. But it was in 1972 that she truly became a household name, portraying the strong, complex, and pioneering Army nurse on MASH, one of television's most cherished series. Over 11 groundbreaking seasons, Loretta transformed Margaret Houlihan from a one-dimensional character into a deeply human figure, a trailblazer for women playing ambitious, capable professionals on television. Her performance earned her 10 Emmy nominations and 2 wins, a testament to her immense talent and dedication. Fans watched her evolve, not just as an actress, but as a voice for compassion and strength during a time when female characters rarely held such depth. Beyond the screen, Loretta's heart for animals was equally inspiring. She dedicated decades to protecting vulnerable creatures through her Sweetheart Animal Alliance and other charitable efforts. Her advocacy became as much a part of her legacy as her unforgettable performances. Loretta also graced the stage, starred in films, and remained committed to using her voice to create positive change. She was a gifted singer, a respected advocate, and a cherished friend to many in the entertainment community. In reflecting on her journey, Loretta once shared a message from a fan. "You made me laugh. You made me cry. You made me feel." Few legacies could be greater. Loretta Swit's life reminds us that through grace, perseverance, and kindness, we can touch the world and inspire generations to come. Burrell, the spirited chef whose unmistakable platinum hair and boundless passion for food made her a favorite in homes across America, passed away peacefully on June 17, 2025, at her residence in Brooklyn, New York. She was 55. Known for her vibrant personality and love of cooking, Anne inspired millions through her work on Food Network, most notably as the longtime host of Worst Cooks in America. Her enthusiasm, humor, and deep culinary knowledge transformed countless hesitant cooks into confident creators, always with a laugh and a word of encouragement. Born in Cazenovia, New York on September 21, 1969, Anne's love for the kitchen began early, nurtured by family meals and inspired by the legendary Julia Child. After earning her degree from the prestigious Culinary Institute of America, she followed her heart to Italy, immersing herself in the rich traditions of Italian cuisine. Anne's passion and dedication led her to some of New York's most celebrated kitchens, including Felidia and Savoy, where she refined her craft. Television audiences first welcomed Anne as a sous chef on Iron Chef America, but it was her own Emmy-nominated series, Secrets of a Restaurant Chef, that cemented her place in the culinary world. Over the years, she became a familiar face on Chopped, Chef Wanted, House of Knives, and many other beloved programs. Her 2 cookbooks, Cook Like a Rockstar and Own Your Kitchen, brought her signature style and empowering spirit to countless home chefs. Beyond the spotlight, Anne was known for her generosity and dedication to giving back. Her work with the Garden of Dreams Foundation, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, and City Harvest reflected her unwavering belief in using food to bring people together and uplift communities. Anne is remembered not only for her culinary achievements, but for her joyful heart, her devotion to family, and the warmth that brightened every room she entered. Her husband, Stuart Claxton, her stepson, Javier, and her loving family carry her legacy forward, along with the millions she inspired to embrace life and cooking with passion and joy. John Sykes, the gifted guitarist whose blazing solos and unmistakable style helped define a generation of hard rock, passed away after a courageous battle with cancer. He was 65. Born in Reading, England in 1959, John's love for music began early, nurtured by his passion for guitar and an ear for powerful melodies. Over the decades, he became a cornerstone of rock history, leaving his mark on legendary bands like Thin Lizzy, Whitesnake, and Blue Murder. John first rose to prominence with Thin Lizzy, joining the iconic band in 1982. Though the group was nearing its final chapter, his electrifying guitar work on Thunder and Lightning and Life gave the band a fierce farewell. His sound, a blend of technical mastery and raw energy, brought a new edge to their classic songs, capturing audiences worldwide. In 1984, John joined Whitesnake, co-writing and playing on their 1987 self-titled album, a record that remains a landmark in rock music. With hits like Still of the Night and Is This Love, John's guitar work and songwriting propelled the band to global fame. The album sold over 20 million copies, solidifying his reputation as one of the most dynamic guitarists of his time. Despite creative differences and challenges behind the scenes, John's spirit never dimmed. He poured his heart into every project, from the hard-hitting sounds of Blue Murder to his solo endeavors and his years performing Thin Lizzy's beloved music. Beyond the stage, those who knew John speak of a man with immense kindness, humor, and humility. His friends and bandmates describe him as thoughtful, charismatic, and fiercely loyal, someone whose presence lit up every room. In his final days, John expressed deep gratitude for the fans who stood by him across the years, sharing their love for the music that became the soundtrack of countless lives. John Sykes' legacy will endure in every unforgettable riff, every soaring solo, and every song that still moves us today. Lynn Hamilton, the beloved actress known for her grace, warmth, and powerful performances in Sanford and Son and the Waltons, has passed away peacefully at the age of 95, surrounded by her loving family. Born on April 25, 1930, in Yazoo City, Mississippi, and raised in Chicago Heights, Illinois, Lynn's journey to the stage and screen was fueled by talent, determination, and a lifelong love for the arts. After graduating from the Goodman School of Drama, she graced Broadway with her presence, performing in productions like Only in America, The Cool World, and Tambourines to Glory, before becoming a cherished face in homes across America. Lynn touched millions with her role as Donna Harris, the caring nurse and fiancée to Red Fox's Fred Sanford in the groundbreaking sitcom Sanford and Son. Her portrayal added heart and strength to the series, making her a pioneer for strong, dignified women on television. From 1973 to 1981, audiences also embraced her as Verdie Grant Foster on The Waltons, where she delivered unforgettable performances that highlighted resilience and community. Throughout her 5-decade career, Lynn's talent transcended genres with appearances in Roots, The Next Generations, Lady Sings the Blues, Generations, The Practice, and many more. Beyond her screen work, she shined on stage, touring the world with the New York Shakespeare Festival and performing for global audiences as part of President Kennedy's Cultural Exchange Program. Lynn's personal life reflected the same love and dedication she brought to her craft. Her partnership with her late husband, playwright Frank Jenkins, was a beautiful example of creativity and devotion. Together, they inspired many through their theatrical collaborations. Her family and friends remember her not only for her artistry, but for her warmth, kindness, and the light she brought into every room. As her former publicist shared, though she is no longer with us, her remarkable legacy continues to uplift and inspire. Lynn Hamilton's influence lives on in her performances, her groundbreaking roles, and the countless lives she touched. Her legacy of strength, love, and inspiration will forever remain in our hearts. Carol Dandrea, the gifted actress, dancer, and teacher, known for her iconic role as Velma in both the original Broadway production and beloved 1961 film adaptation of West Side Story, has passed away peacefully at the age of 87. Born on August 28, 1937, in Altoona, Pennsylvania, Carol's passion for the stage began early. After the heartbreaking loss of her parents in a car accident, a determined 16-year-old Carol turned down a scholarship to Penn State to follow her dream in New York City. That courageous decision led her to Broadway, where she originated the role of Velma, one of the spirited Jet Girls, in Jerome Robbins' groundbreaking West Side Story in 1957. Her talent, grace, and dedication to her craft won the admiration of the theater world, and she reprised her role as Velma in the film version, one of only 6 original cast members to make that rare transition from stage to screen. West Side Story would go on to become one of the most celebrated musicals of all time, with Carol's performance forever etched in the hearts of audiences. Carol's journey wasn't without its challenges. Though cast in Robbins and Lawrence's Broadway hit Gypsy in 1959, she was replaced shortly before opening night. Yet her resilience never wavered. She found happiness beyond the stage as a devoted mother to her 3 daughters, Robin, Andrea, and Hilary, whom she raised alongside her former husband, the late actor Robert Morse. Later in life, Carol's passion for the arts transformed into a gift for teaching. She mentored aspiring actors for decades, first at Carnegie Hall in New York and later in Hollywood, where her wisdom and warmth inspired generations. Even during the pandemic, she continued teaching online, a testament to her enduring love for the craft. Carol D'Andrea's remarkable life was filled with artistry, family, and courage. Her legacy lives on in her daughters, grandchildren, and the countless performers she guided. Her family shared that she passed away on the 44th anniversary of her sobriety, a day she proudly called the day I changed my life. John Capodise, the beloved character actor whose face became familiar to millions through his work on screen and stage, passed away peacefully on December 30th, 2024. He was 83. Born in Chicago on Christmas Day, 1941, John lived a life defined by service, dedication, and a deep love for storytelling. From 1964 to 1966, he proudly served his country in the U.S. Army, stationed in Korea, before returning home to pursue his passion for acting, a journey that would span nearly 5 decades. John's unmistakable presence graced over 100 film and television projects, earning him the reputation of one of Hollywood's most recognizable character actors. Audiences will remember him as Carmine Cerullo on the long-running soap General Hospital, as well as his unforgettable comedic turn as the laundromat owner in the beloved Seinfeld episode, The Revenge. His talents also lit up hit shows such as Boy Meets World, Ellen, Mad About You, Law & Order, The West Wing, and Murphy Brown. On the big screen, John appeared in classics like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Independence Day, Gremlins 2, The New Batch, and Enemy of the State, leaving behind a filmography as diverse as it is enduring. John's contributions weren't limited to film and television. A proud member of the Blauvelt Sons of Italy Rockland Lodge, he was deeply connected to his Italian-American roots and cherished his community. Beyond his impressive career, John Capodise was known as a devoted husband, father, and grandfather. His greatest joy came from time spent with his wife Jane, his daughters Tessa and Cassandra, and his 4 adored grandchildren. In every role, whether on stage, screen, or at home, John brought warmth, humor, and heart. His legacy is not only one of remarkable performances, but of kindness, dedication, and love that touched everyone who had the pleasure to know him. His memory will continue to inspire, reminding us of the lasting impact of a life well lived. Bill Fay, the gentle British singer-songwriter whose quiet, heartfelt songs touched generations, passed away peacefully in London this February at the age of 81. For many, Bill's music was a hidden treasure, discovered not through chart-topping success, but through the enduring whispers of his records, passed lovingly from listener to listener. Born in London in 1943, Bill pursued songwriting with humility and grace, his music reflecting both the fragility and beauty of life. In the early 1970s, Bill released 2 remarkable albums, Bill Fay and Time of the Last Persecution. Though they did not achieve commercial success at the time, these albums captured a raw honesty, songs filled with quiet reflection, spiritual longing, and poetic grace. His music faded into obscurity for decades, yet it never truly disappeared. Years later, a new generation of musicians, including Wilco's Jeff Tweedy and Nick Cave, unearthed Bill's songs, drawn to the sincerity and timeless quality of his work. They called his music uncut by ambition, a humble voice adding beauty to the world. Jeff Tweedy described hearing Bill's music as discovering something pure and untouched. Faye's song, Be Not So Fearful, became a cherished part of Wilco's performances, and in 2007, Bill himself quietly joined them on stage, a rare moment in his otherwise private life. Bill never sought fame. He lived simply, working as a groundskeeper, a fishmonger, and a fruit picker, always returning to the corner of the room where his piano awaited. It was there he found his songs, and it was there he created music that resonated with quiet power. In his later years, Bill released new work, including Life is People, Who is the Sender, and Countless Branches, reminding the world of his enduring gift. Even in his final days, Bill was working on new music. His songs, filled with hope, humility, and deep emotion, continue to inspire. A lasting reminder of a life devoted not to fame, but to beauty, reflection, and heartfelt connection. Daniel Williams, known to many as the powerhouse drummer behind the band The Devil Wears Prada, passed away at just 39 years old in a tragic plane crash near San Diego on May 22, 2025. Daniel's life was marked by immense talent, resilience, and an inspiring journey that took him from the world's biggest stages to a new chapter in technology. As a founding member of The Devil Wears Prada, Daniel helped shape the band's sound from its very beginning in 2005, bringing his energy and passion to stages around the world. His performances, especially during tours like the Vans Warped Tour and the Rockstar Mayhem Festival, left a lasting impact on fans and fellow musicians alike. But Daniel's story wasn't only one of music. He was a survivor. In 2019, Daniel was caught in the devastating mass shooting at Ned Pepper's Bar in Dayton, Ohio, an experience that left him shaken but determined to move forward. He often spoke about that night, describing the chaos and fear, yet carrying with him a quiet strength that those close to him never forgot. In recent years, Daniel had embarked on a new path. After nearly 8 years working with GoPro, he proudly shared in May that he had accepted a new role as a software engineer at Apple, a dream he worked hard to achieve. It was a testament to his drive, curiosity, and belief that it's never too late to start a new chapter. Tragically, that next chapter was cut short. Daniel was aboard a private plane traveling from New Jersey to California when the aircraft crashed in foggy conditions. Among the other victims was respected music agent Dave Shapiro. Miraculously, no lives were lost on the ground, though the crash caused significant damage to nearby homes. Daniel's final social media posts show him in the cockpit of the plane, smiling, joking, embracing life, as he always did. His former bandmates shared, "We owe you everything, love you forever." And for those who knew him, as a musician, a friend, a survivor, and a dreamer, his spirit, his music, and his quiet strength will never be forgotten. Sherry Robb, a beloved literary agent, talent manager, and producer, passed away peacefully on February 14, 2025, at the age of 81, after courageously facing congestive heart disease for nearly 2 decades. For over 50 years, Sherry dedicated her life to discovering and uplifting voices that shaped entertainment, literature, and culture. Her remarkable career touched countless lives, guiding over 100 first-time authors and championing stories that have left a lasting mark on the world. One of her proudest achievements was helping bring to life Robert Graysmith's groundbreaking true crime book, Zodiac, which later inspired David Fincher's acclaimed 2007 film starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Robert Downey Jr. Sherry's instinct for recognizing meaningful stories also led to her nurturing the career of screenwriter Ronald D. Moore, known for Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek: Deep Space Nine. Her deep compassion and insight into human experience helped her create Pet Love, inspired by conversations with Betty White about how her animals helped heal her heart after the loss of her husband. That project not only sparked Betty White's celebrated literary career, but also highlighted Sherry's unique ability to turn personal stories into sources of comfort and inspiration for millions. In the music world, Sherry stood behind Mary Wilson's best-selling memoir, Dreamgirl: My Life as a Supreme, bringing to light the powerful story of one of Motown's legends. Sherry's journey began with a heart for helping others. After earning degrees from Whittier College and Smith College, she served as a therapist and educator before turning to publishing, where her natural talent for recognizing potential flourished. Her career evolved from co-founding the Andrews and Robb Agency to launching AFH Talent, and later the Robb Co., a boutique firm devoted to championing actors and writers. Even in her later years, Sherry remained passionate about storytelling. In 2024, she fulfilled a lifelong dream by producing The Memory in My Heart, a film that reflected her enduring love for elevating new talent. Sherry Robb's legacy is one of vision, heart, and unwavering belief in the power of stories. She leaves behind not only a wealth of achievements, but also the gratitude of countless artists whose lives she forever changed. Her memory will live on in every story she helped bring to life. Marjorie Nona Grande, beloved matriarch of the Grande family and grandmother to global superstar Ariana Grande, passed away peacefully on June 17, 2025, at the age of 99, surrounded by those who cherished her most. Throughout nearly a century of life, Nona embodied grace, wisdom, and unconditional love. Born with a spirit that lit up every room, she was more than just a grandmother. She was a source of strength and inspiration to her family and millions around the world who came to know her through Ariana's music and heartfelt tributes. Marjorie's extraordinary love story with her late husband, Frank Grande, began when she was just 11 years old, a story she shared fondly with her grandchildren. Their marriage was a testament to devotion, lasting through the challenges of military service and life's many chapters until Frank's passing in 2014. A proud mother of two daughters, Judy and Joan, and grandmother to Frankie, Ariana, and Lonnie, Marjorie's greatest joy came from seeing her family grow, thrive, and share their gifts with the world. She always believed in Ariana's talents, encouraging her from the very beginning, a belief that sparked when young Ariana landed the lead role in Annie and never wavered. Nona shared the stage with Ariana at award shows, including the VMAs and the American Music Awards, where she stood proudly alongside her granddaughter, celebrating milestones that made family history. In 2018, at age 93, she even got her first tattoo in memory of Frank, proving her adventurous spirit never faded. Most recently, Marjorie made history herself, becoming the oldest artist ever to chart on Billboard's Hot 100, lending her voice to the song Ordinary Things from Ariana's 2024 album Eternal Sunshine. Her loving advice: never go to bed without kissing goodnight, and if you don't feel comfortable doing it, you're in the wrong place, captured her timeless wisdom and now lives on through music. Marjorie's legacy is one of love, laughter, and resilience. Her beautiful, extraordinary life will forever be remembered, not only by her family, but by countless hearts she touched along the way. Breaking news. Kathie Lee Gifford is one of the most enduring and dynamic figures in American entertainment. Known for her warmth, her humor, and her signature candor, she has spent over 4 decades winning over audiences as a television host, singer, actress, and author. But beyond the bright lights and big stages lies the story of a woman who has faced heartbreak, health battles, and reinvention, emerging each time with the same unwavering spirit that made her beloved to millions. Born Catherine Lee Epstein on August 16, 1953, in Paris, France, to American parents, Kathie Lee's life was destined for the spotlight. But success did not come overnight. After returning to the United States, she worked tirelessly, building her career through small roles in television and music, all while nurturing her unmistakable charisma and love for connecting with people. Her breakthrough came in 1985 when she joined Regis Philbin as co-host of Live with Regis and Kathie Lee. For 15 years, she was part of America's morning routine, bringing laughter, honesty, and a touch of vulnerability to millions of viewers. Their chemistry was undeniable, their banter iconic, and their friendship authentic. Kathie Lee transformed morning television, proving that sharing life's triumphs and struggles openly created a deeper connection with audiences. Have you ever felt that rare bond with someone on television? For many, Kathie Lee became that familiar, comforting voice each morning. In 2008, she embarked on a new chapter, joining NBC's Today Show alongside Hoda Kotb. Their chemistry reignited morning television for a new generation. Their hour was lighthearted, sometimes emotional, and always unfiltered. Together, they navigated everything from global news to personal challenges with humor and heart, earning the pair a Daytime Emmy Award in 2019. But behind the scenes, Kathie Lee was no stranger to life's harsher realities. Her personal life has been marked by profound loss and transition. In 2015, her husband, NFL legend Frank Gifford, passed away, leaving behind a legacy and a heartbroken family. Their nearly 30-year marriage had been a rare example of love in the harsh glare of fame, and his absence left a void that reshaped Kathie Lee's world. She often credits her faith for carrying her through the storm, reminding audiences that even in grief, there is grace. But Kathie Lee's challenges have not been limited to emotional ones. In recent years, her health has taken center stage in her life story. In 2024, she underwent major hip replacement surgery, a procedure she openly described as one of the most painful and humbling experiences of her life. Determined as ever, she left her hospital bed earlier than expected, eager to reclaim her mobility and independence. But fate had other plans. Just days after her initial recovery, Kathie Lee suffered a severe fall, fracturing her pelvis in 2 places. For someone known for her energy and resilience, the injury was a harsh reminder of aging's inevitable challenges. Can you imagine facing such a setback after fighting so hard to heal? Have you or someone you love faced a similar test of physical strength? The recovery was grueling, both physically and mentally, but Kathie Lee's determination never wavered. Drawing on her unshakable spirit, she endured the pain, the slow progress, and the frustration, emerging months later not only walking, but, as she humorously puts it, running around like a teenager. Her health journey resonated with many, especially older audiences, who see in her a reflection of their own battles with aging, injury, and the fight to maintain vitality. And Kathie Lee continues to thrive. Even after leaving full-time television, she has embraced new creative avenues. From writing best-selling books to producing films like Then Came You and performing music rooted in faith and personal experience, she has reinvented herself yet again, proving that age is no barrier to reinvention. In recent interviews, she reflects candidly on her tough 3 years, marked by physical setbacks, personal loss, and the challenge of redefining her purpose. But as always, Kathie Lee meets life's trials with gratitude and grit. Throughout her career, she has faced occasional criticism, some over personal beliefs, others about her candid nature, but controversy has never defined her. Instead, Kathie Lee remains one of the rare public figures whose openness about faith, grief, and aging has only deepened her connection with audiences. For those who have followed her journey, she is more than a television personality. She is a reminder that resilience, humor, and hope do not fade with time. What has been your most memorable Kathie Lee moment? Was it the laughter-filled mornings with Regis? the heartfelt conversations with Hoda, or her brave, honest discussions about health, loss, and new beginnings? Let us know in the comments. And if her story has inspired you, please like and share. Because Kathie Lee Gifford's journey proves that no matter the challenges, we all have the power to rise, reinvent, and embrace life, one courageous step at a time.